Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and the patch notes have dropped for the latest balance patch in Hearthstone that should go live about an hour after this video goes live, I believe. But today, it's going to be going live today with one standard change as well as 3 wild changes. We'll go over the specifics of what's happening. Some cards have been outright reworked for wild as well as, I guess, standard. And yeah, go over the dev explanations and all that stuff. And as always, we do have our giveaway going on for Cataclysm of 2 regular pre-orders and 2 mega bundles out of my pocket to enter that giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until that rewards track refresh goes live, I'll add another mega bundle, so hit that sub button, make me go broke. So patch 34.6.2 will be going live today. I will link it down below if you want to take a look at details. There's a lot of Battlegrounds changes as well. But we have the dev comment of, well met. We've loved seeing the excitement around the Hearthstone spotlight and what's ahead with Cataclysm. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the free goodies in the Dragon's Horde and claim your login reward. War Master Blackhorn, who has already begun making waves in the meta. War Master Blackhorn offers an early taste of Cataclysm's devastation, and he may have brought a little too much of it. We've seen some players love his power, while others have found facing him frustrating, polarizing, right? We enjoy cards that spark strong reactions and see plenty of play, but Blackhorn has proven to be a bit too impactful. To address this, we are adjusting him to only destroy cards in decks, preserving his destructive identity while allowing for more back and forth gameplay. Okay. Anyways, in Wild, these changes target a handful of decks that become too common or that create especially sharp play patterns. Updates to discard Warlock, keep the archetype intact while lowering its power and consistency. Changes to Egg Warlock, slow its strongest turns. An adjustment to the ESL druid combo strategy reduces games ending in a single explosive turn. Looking ahead, a much larger balance patch is scheduled for patch 34.5.0. That is the patch that will see the expansion loaded into the game, early access Tavern Brawl, the wild reverts, core set updates, all that. So we'll get updates, I imagine, on that. That should be on March 10th. So we're just a couple of weeks away from that, right? So that's when we're going to see like changes to like Elise and maybe a Blob of Tar, Ravenous Felhunter, right? Wait for that. I don't know if we'll get buffs with it, by the way, but definitely going to get nerfs. We know that. And yes, as mentioned, War Master Blackhorn now reads Battle Cry, destroy all cards that cost 2 or less in both players' decks, no longer their hand. So can be like a Steam Cleaner style effect almost, right? But yeah, if they're holding, you know, you're facing an opponent that's holding a bunch of cheap stuff they're saving for a combo, they can still do that. But this can like destroy Endless Generation. This can still destroy combo pieces that people are going for, still hits, like Broxigar Demon Hunter still does that. So not quite the catch-all it was before. We'll see if it still sees any play. Like right now, it mostly just sees play in Quest Warrior. Like outside of that, it barely sees any play. We'll see how it goes out, but yeah, very polarizing. And the Reddit crybabies, one more nerf, bro, right? I just think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. I've heard that for years and years and years. The one time a card actually hits combo directly, they cry so much it gets nerfed right away. Again, I have no problem with the balance change. I just love the irony of the situation. For wild players, yes, there are some reworks here. It looks funny when you see Soul Barrage is nerfed from 5 mana to 4 mana. When you play or discard this, deal 5 damage randomly split among all enemies. So this still goes face. It deals 1 less damage for 1 less mana. And it just basically, Expired Merchant can't hit this as well unless you're running all cards that cost 3 or less, which could very well be a thing. You can't run Chrono Claws necessarily with it, but certainly can still be playable. And yeah, the new discard card that can pick a card can easily still pick this for 5 damage. But yeah, we'll force discard Warlock to be rebuilt. I'm not entirely sure Soul Barrage is going away at all. We will see. But yes, it is now 4 mana, deal 5. Nice to see the change, but definitely not like outright gutted where they could have just added hit only minions. That's not a thing. And discard Warlock, like they mentioned, is kind of like a part of Warlock's identity. It's been toned down, not really removed. And I could easily see Soul Barrage still sticking around. I wonder if it'll end up being a buff. I wonder if it, like, the way people maybe figure out how to build it, because you can still expired merchant it, right? Like, you just have to build around it differently. It might be a buff. Who knows? We'll see how it plays out, but I definitely am not entirely optimistic that this will be the last time we see Soul Barrage dominating the wild meta. Spirit Singer Umbra simply goes from 4 mana to 5 mana. Its effect remains, so if you play an Egg of Kelos with Umbra on the board, it will still spawn a 20/20, or you destroy an egg with Umbra on the board, still do the same thing. The main thing is the Sacrificial Summoner, if it kills the egg, will not summon Umbra, because it's not 4 mana anymore. And in a druid, which has played it as well, Oaken Summons can no longer hit Umbra. So it slows the deck down like a touch and makes the tutor ability, which is one of the biggest strengths of it, hit. But you could still like play an egg, and then on turn 4, coin Umbra, play the 0 mana destructing card, and get the whole thing going, right? But there you have to actually play Umbra, not just tutor it and cheat it out. It's a very big difference. So will Egg Warlock disappear in Wild? Not entirely sure, but it is certainly going to be way less effective. Yasel gets an actual rework, pretty significant, where she used to just be your spells cost 1. Now she reads Battle Cry, your spells cost 1 this turn. Meaning, if you hit it with Barnes, it doesn't do anything. It's a Battle Cry, right? You cheat it out with Dungar, it doesn't do anything, right? Battle Cry, the Nightshade Bud, or whatever it's called, T, or I can't remember, the 8 mana spell, it does. You have to play the minion. That's the idea. So this will still be playable like with Aviana. You could go like Aviana, your Titan, refresh mana, play Yasel, and do the thing. So maybe Psych Melons back on the table, although they're both 9 mana with Aviana. So the Yasel could still do the big 1-turn blowout, which they said they wanted to get rid of, but it can still do that, but it can only be done when played, which is a big deal. And yeah, the Barnes thing is done. Dungar thing is basically done. It's going to probably still see play in some world, again, where you just play it with Aviana and stuff, but other than that, yeah, that is a huge hit. So Druid probably gets the biggest hit. We'll see with Warlock getting double tap, but none of those are quite as impactful. And yeah, Nismani Priest not on here. My suspicion, very likely situation here, is that they're waiting for light speed to rotate, and then they'll add echo onto it when it rotates, right? That's probably what's going to happen. I don't think they want to add a keyword to a card while it's still in standard. It's going to confuse people. They'll just wait a few more weeks. We could even see it with the big balance patch on 35.0. It's quite possible, but I genuinely believe Nismani Priest will get hit within a month or two. So if you're worried about that, I imagine that happens. And of course, we have Battlegrounds changes, which of course they get the majority of them, but we'll skip over that. Basically, we're all left with the just the bug fixes, which are just for Battlegrounds. So that's genuinely it. We have bug fixes for Battlegrounds, a bunch of Battlegrounds changes. And yeah, the big standard changes, again, not probably, they're coming a week before the expansion comes out, which I believe is March 10th. Not entirely sure. I should look, but I'm lazy. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, at least we got something in the meantime, and Wild gets a very nice help, nice assist to make the format hopefully a little bit more playable. So there you go. Let me know what you think about these changes in the comments down below. Tune in later. There will be some more card reveals. Enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.